Hi, and welcome to the Build an Authentic Brand Core Values Challenge. I am your host, Shui Chen, and I am a leadership and success coach for women in business. I am so excited to lead you through this series all about core values. You're going to learn what are core values and why are they important, what are your core values and how to find them, and what to do with your core values so you can be intentional in your life and business. So you can expect some great content from this series, some fun worksheets where you can do some soul searching on your own, and an invitation to my Facebook community called Authentic Brand Leaders. You can post any questions or comments you may have, and I can coach you through this process in real time. So let's go ahead and get started with today's topic. What are core values and why are they important? So you are created with a purpose. You have a specific design and specific core values that capture who you are. So core values are often one word or short phrases that describe your essence and things that are important to you. They kind of act as like your life compass to direct you to what's true for you. And these are the things that make you different, unique, and things that core values is what you stand for. Things that are like non-negotiable in your life and are things that matter to you. And it's important to know that core values are something that you already have, although they may be expressed differently, just depending on your season of life or the life sphere that you're operating in. So examples could be anything from creativity to integrity to community, and even things like fun and adventure. So why do core values matter? Core values matter because when you know what's important to you, it's so much easier to operate from a place of authenticity. And when you're building a business and a brand that is a true expression of who you are, well, you want to be able to honor what's important to you. So you can become the best version of yourself instead of like a second-rate version of somebody else. So as a business owner, you know that you probably make a ton of decisions, you work with a lot of people, and you are responsible for putting things out into the world that are amazingly awesome. And so when you know what your core values are, it's so much easier to make decisions because you know what factors are important to you. It's also important because it's easier for you to resolve conflicts. Maybe if you're working with somebody else and you have come to a disagreement, when you know what your core values are and what's important to you, you're also able to identify what other people's core values are, so you can really start to respect and honor each other and come to an agreement based on what's important to both of you. And of course, if you want to be known for something, you might as well be known for some things that are a true expression of who you are. So you can be much more intentional about building a business that's much more meaningful and engaging and creating work that matters to you. And my own personal mantra that I like to keep in mind is that life is best when you're fully self-expressed, meaning when you're operating from the inside out of aligning your actions to the things that matter to you. You're a lot less, I'd say, you're a lot less frustrated and disappointed and burned out, and just a lot more fulfilled in creating a meaningful life and business. So an example that comes to mind of a great CEO that built a brand on his core values is Steve Jobs of Apple. Now, I know people use them a lot as an example of brand values, but it's because they are a great example. So when I think of Apple, I think of creativity, I think of innovation, and challenging the status quo. So those are core values that Steve Jobs had. Every decision that he made, every product that he created, from things like how they launch their products to how they do customer service in each of their stores. You can tell every action, every decision is driven by those core values. And they're able to attract people who have similar core values that are really devoted fans and buyers and followers. So if you like to think of other examples, think of a mentor that you have in your life and why do you admire them? Because those characteristics are also associated to their core values as they are just expressing who they truly are. And so for today's homework assignment, let's go ahead and dive right into your turn and how you're able to find your core values is doing the brand values discovery questionnaire. And so these are some really thoughtful questions that get to the heart of what's important to you. So things from what do I love most about my work and why, to even anti-values like what's one thing about your industry that frustrates you. So as you answer these questions, just be honest with what's coming up for you. Give yourself the space and the permission to be able to jot down whatever comes to mind. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. Just have fun with it. And then after you answer these 10 questions, then you can go back and look at your answers and kind of find some common themes and common patterns of words that just stand out to you. And chances are those could indicate what your core values are. And then you can hop on over to my Facebook group, Authentic Brand Leaders, and you can feel free to tag me and tell me your insights and your question, and I'll be happy to hear what your core values are. And then join me again next video where we're going to talk about what are your core values and how to find them so we can really get more specific on what your core values are. So I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.